Welcome to Monday Momentum. We're about to get the week started with the top 6 systems that you need to have in place if you're ever going to become an organized person. So let's jump into it. The first system that you need in place is intentionality. Yes, that is a system. That means that you are intentional with how you use your time. Now, that doesn't mean that every moment of your time needs to be productive or you need to be doing something, but you do need to have control over your time. So you do need to allot how long am I going to look at TV today, right? How long am I going to spend on the internet or Instagram or TikTok, wherever you favor? How long am I going to read? How long am I going to work? You have to know where your time is going, because if you don't know where your time is going, you don't know what extra time you have to fit things in that are essential or urgent or important. When you have control over your time, you have control over your results. And right after intentionality, the second system that you want to have in place is a schedule to follow. Okay. You want to make this consistent. Consistency helps build a new muscle, it helps you learn a new skill. So, if being organized and having things in place and then in some type of structure is new to you, you have to build the consistency muscle to do it. The best way to build that muscle is with a schedule. So you want to have a schedule. You are waking up at the same time. Your children are waking up at the same time. You're eating breakfast at the same time, lunch, dinner. You're preparing dinner at the same time. The reason why this is so important, if becoming organized is your problem, is because you don't naturally have that muscle. It's just like going to the gym. You have to do reps, right? Consistently to build a muscle. So I want you to think through, how does my day look? Do I have a schedule? Am I being intentional with my time? Do I know where all of my time is allotted? Once you get a schedule in place, you have to work on that schedule. I tell people keep that schedule in place up to 90 days. After 90 days, if you have at 80, 85% consistency with that schedule, it's golden. Now, the third system that every super organized person has is everything has a home. Literally, every item has a place it resides. Your remote control have a home. Your shoes, they have a home. Your socks, they have a place of their own. When you start to look at everything around you as having its own place, you create order around you. You create structure around you. If everything is all over the place around your environment, that means your mental is all over the place too. And please don't psych yourself out and believe that I can have a disorganized space and an organized mind. Those two don't even live together. In order to be organized here, you have to be organized in your environment. The fourth system that a super organized person has is a decluttering schedule. Yes, that means you are getting rid of things that you don't need. You don't have attachments to things. Things are things to you because you are more concerned about the environment. You are more concerned about the space around you. You are less concerned about this shirt that you think you're going to fit in again somehow, miraculously, right? You're more concerned about how your environment is set up so that you can focus, so that you can concentrate, so that you feel at ease, you feel calm. That is what you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to peace that surpasses all understanding, right? So, in order to do that, your space has to be clear. And creating some type of schedule to declutter is going to be super important. Now, this doesn't have to look like daily, this can look like once a month. You are going through your clothes, your children's clothes, or you're going through the kitchen cabinet, or you're going through one of the kitchen drawers and you are getting rid of something that you do not need. I always ask people, why do people have so many pots and pans, right? You only have four burners on a stove, sometimes six, depending on your stove, but you got 12 pots. At what point can you use all of those, right? That is the mindset that I want you to start thinking in. I don't need 10 ice cube trays. Who's using that much ice? Okay? And when you start to think practically about the use of items around you, you will start to see opportunities to get rid of things. You don't need 20 coffee mugs. You don't. There's one of you, maybe two of you who drink coffee. You don't need 20 mugs. Pick your top four or five each. That is still actually pushing it, but it will help you reduce half and keep what's really essential and meaningful to you. The fifth system for a super organized person is accountability. You are keeping yourself accountable by making sure someone keeps you accountable. You are not running from your responsibilities. You are not trying to hide from the things that you need to do. You are putting it out there that I have a goal, I have a project, I have something that I'm working towards, and I need you to keep me accountable. Okay? I need you to check in with me. I need you to make sure I'm moving forward. When you have a level of accountability that is pushing you, those are the moments that mean the most when you get stuck, when you feel blocked, when you feel overwhelmed. That accountability is able to pull you through so you can get to the next level. This can look differently for everybody. This can be your sister, this can be a colleague, this could be a business partner, but you want someone who can push you when you stuck. Okay? And the sixth system for a super organized person is you thrive on tracking systems. Now, that can be tracking systems for work, project management tools, that can be tracking systems from home, to do lists, family calendars. But you are tracking every moment. You are tracking every essential and urgent and important thing that you need to do. You want to make sure that it doesn't get left behind. You want to make sure that it doesn't fall through the cracks or by the wayside. And you want to make sure that you are on top of it. Okay? So these tracking systems can look different. So for me, I use Notion for business. We have our digital CEO operation organizer, which is our digital COO for our company. And we track all of our team projects here. We track all of our goals. We track all of our social media analytics and marketing analytics in this tool because it keeps everything organized. Now, for home, my family and I, my children and I have a family calendar. So we put on this family calendar, we're adding things like our therapy appointments, chores. So the kids know what chores I need them to do throughout the week. This could also look like a whiteboard at home. We have that as well. We're tracking who has plans on Friday, where do I need to be, when do I need to get you there, and it keeps me on track and it keeps my family on track. Now, this could be a to do list. Okay, that's a tracking system. The thing about systems is that they are unique to you. They're unique to your personality type. They are unique to the way that you work, the way that you manage tasks. They all systems are not created equal, literally and figuratively. I want you to focus on what works for you. If a to do list does not work for you, perfect. But we have to find the system that helps you remember what you need to do. Okay? So that's the one thing I want you to take away from all of these habits is that they could work for you and they could not work for you. And I want you to be careful about adopting other people's systems into your life. And I want you to find a way to adapt systems into your life. So it's like the old saying, eat the meat, spit out the bones. You don't need everything someone is suggesting to you. However, if you are struggling in this area, it's obvious that you do need something. So you can try the system, but if the system is not working for you, you probably need a different type of system, and then you need one that's really unique to you. So if you are still trying to find the systems that work for you, so you feel in control of your day, so you feel in control of your results, I want you to come and check out Plan to Focus. It's our virtual co working online community for ambitious, high achievers, high performers, trailblazers who can't afford to drop the ball on anything. Yeah, you got to be an amazing mother, a terrific friend, you got to volunteer, you got a business, you have all the things happening, but you need to find the space that helps you focus and lock in. That is what we're doing in Plan to Focus. We're having morning stand ups, we're having deep focus working sessions to get the things done. And this isn't all about work or business. Some of these are just life things. You need to really fold this laundry, okay? Or you really need to work on cleaning out your closet. There is no task that's too big or too small for Plan to Focus. So I want you to come out and try a free 7 days on us and watch the systems and the space when you are in a community that is intentional about seeing you move forward. So I hope to see you there. We're going to get moving.